Over the top with Chad and Tony, talking about movies and wrestling. Hot mic chance, Georgia team hating on me, Gene. BJ the DJ keeps the party going. Brandon E brings the heat. We don't know how to speak. Running wild on you, brother. We're over the top. Rocking it back to the vintage scene. Thursdays at 7 p.m. Central. With epic thumbnails from the Viz. It's a must-see. Gonna bring you the best. Legends you remember from the ring and silver screen. We're over the top. Get ready for a good time.
Bow. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Chad Arms, a.k.a. Chatty Bobby Olumdori.
Hello, once again, my name is Tony Wilson, a.k.a. Friday. I said my last name, but my name is Friday the 14th. Unacceptable. But anyways, we're moving on.
Hi, my name is Chance. Some people call me Hot Mike Chance. You can call me Hot Mike Chance, or you can call me Chance.
All right. And my name is Sherman Billy Jack Suter, professionally known as BJ the DJ. You can call me anytime.
Wow.
Na-na-na-na.
Unless we're doing real names. My name is Brandon Eugene Edmonds the First, which means there won't be a second or the third. Don't call me. I ain't responding. If you Facebook me, I ain't responding. If you Instagram me, I ain't responding. I hate you all. And I love you all.
But we're so glad you're here.
I love y'all.
Man, you think after 81 episodes we could get this intro thing down like smoothly?
I love
and
that it's different every
It's
time.
it's just it's as random as fucking like we are.
Something's gonna stick one day.
No, nothing's sticking with us because we're just random as hell at all
love it.
times. But that's what makes our show so unique. Unique New York. Anyways,
The Human Torch was the night of
I'll take your word for it.
81. Shout out to Terrell Owens.
there's a good
T.O.
one.
Yeah, one of the GOATs.
Yeah.
Were y'all a
And-
fan of him?
Yeah.
Of course,
Definitely.
man. I was a fan of his end zone dances, too.
Yeah.
Dude, he
T.O.'s
was
great.
he other than Dion was probably like the main guy that probably got the whole touchdown celebration thing going back in the day, but Terrell he put thought into his like if he scored a touchdown, he knew what he was going to do for that.
This dude still looks the same, if
Same.
not
Yeah,
better.
he's
Yeah.
dude's an
Yeah,
immaculate.
my
He can go out there and play right now.
Man.
There's a handful of receivers that I feel like changed the way that receivers play, and Terrell Owens is one of them. Randy Moss is another.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, without a doubt.
That's two for sure.
There's a huge debate on who's better, Randy Moss or Jerry Rice. I think Jerry Rice had longevity over Moss, but man, Moss.
Yeah.
Moss
Moss
is my
was
favorite.
uncoverable.
Randy Moss is my
I
favorite.
mean, I love talking to
Uncoverable.
these kids today, like literally like middle school, high school kids using the word "you got mossed."
Yeah.
And I'll literally
That
ask
changed the
them,
game,
They
yeah.
don't even know what that means.
That's
But
crazy.
that's
That's
so cool.
Yeah.
Randy
Yeah.
Moss is my favorite
Yeah.
football, like favorite receiver. Barry Sanders is my favorite football
Yeah,
player.
favorite
he was
player.
uncoverable. Even Dion said he's
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
impossible to cover.
He's my favorite receiver, and Jason Williams, one of my favorite basketball players. They went to freaking high school together.
Yeah,
That's wild.
insane.
They play high school basketball
Insane.
together.
The white chocolate Jason Williams, not that really shit one that played for the.
Yeah. That shot his
Jersey
limo
Nets.
driver. No, not
That was
that
this week's episode of Crime and Sports, by the way, and I was listening
Oh,
to
nice.
it driving over here.
Oh,
Shout out Jason Williams,
Shout out
man.
to
White
Crime and
chocolate
Sports.
dude.
I love that podcast.
Shout out
Him and
Jason
Bubba Dub
Williams.
are great, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love Jason.
Trash.
Bubba Dub's the greatest, dude. But
Jason Williams was the first basketball jersey. That Memphis jersey was the first one I ever bought.
The
Oh,
Memphis
Jason
one.
Williams.
So I
Yep.
like Sacramento Jason Williams.
Yeah.
That's, that's the best form of Jason Williams. I feel like, and I forget, a lot of people don't even know he played for Orlando, but it was like the end of his
Yeah.
career.
Yeah.
But like Memphis Grizzlies and Sacramento Kings, Jason Williams
Yeah.
for sure. But
My first basketball jersey was an Allen Iverson Georgetown, the blue Georgetown
Oh, yeah.
jersey.
That's
Man,
that's a good one.
those Georgetown uniforms back in Iverson's era, so clean.
Jordan Iverson and Jason Williams are my three favorite, and then of course a close fourth would be Brian Big Country Reeves.
Shout out Big Country.
Was it 96 when the Pistons changed to that alternate jersey?
Dude, when they went
Yeah.
like the teal color,
yeah.
oh,
Grant Hill.
I hated
They had the
that.
logo change and everything. In
Yeah,
96.
that was Grant Hill, the Grant Hill.
That was a hot jersey, man. Everybody wore that thing.
I love the old school, like the blue,
Oh, yeah.
red Pistons.
Everybody hates my favorite basketball player, but I hate
Who?
everybody. His
Muggsy
name
Bogues.
is LeBron
Oh.
James.
No, I, mean,
I don't
that's-
hate LeBron.
He's
I
my
don't
first,
hate
second,
LeBron.
and third favorite basketball player.
I don't
Hey
hate
man,
LeBron
salute
anymore,
to
man.
salute to LeBron, dude. I don't hate him. I
20
just,
years in the game,
Goat,
man.
man.
Like
Exactly.
I don't hate him.
Exactly.
Yeah. No
20 years.
scandals, no nothing.
From the
you know what?
beginning to the end, has been consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I give him his props.
Every year.
I did that. I hated on Kobe for a long time because I was such a Jordan guy.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that to Kobe.
Love
I'm
who
not
you
going to do that to
love.
LeBron
Love
anymore.
who you love.
Yeah,
but
I'm not going to do that to LeBron anymore. I'm going to give him his.
I respect him and everything, but he's not my favorite.
all right.
But
That's all right.
everybody has. But you got to respect him for he is one of the greatest of all time.
I mean,
if y'all don't look, and if y'all don't put some more respect on Rick Mahorn, we're gonna have fighting words.
okay.
And Reggie Theus.
Rick Mahorn used to bang under,
You know what,
under the
though?
post. Dude.
Him and Bill Lambier together under the post at the same time.
Just the Detroit Pistons in the late '80s
and
were
Rodman.
They were
you
like
had Rodman
Jason Voorhees.
mixed in there.
Yeah, it wasn't basketball, but
It was Dennis Rodman, Bill Lambier, Vinnie Johnson,
Microwave,
Joe
baby.
Dumars, Isaiah Thomas, Rick Mahorn, and all of them didn't give a fiddler's
No.
They knocked you the fuck into the third row.
Yeah.
It didn't matter. They clotheslined you. Shout out to the NBA in the late 80s.
Isaiah did all that and smiling at the same time.
Yeah, dude. When they played
And Joe Dumars never said a word.
No, he didn't say nothing.
He was just over there like this.
Oh man! You know, this is a perfect leadway into the episode
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
And you're probably wondering, why are y'all talking about all these random basketball players? Because it's just athletes in movies.
Yeah, athletes in movies. It's a very random episode. But Chance, we were talking earlier in the text messages, and Chance said, "I can't think of many athletes that were in movies, but there's more
There's
than
more than you
Oh,
think.
yeah.
a whole lot more than you
Boy, that
you
meets
think."
the eye. Transformers.
Boom. But yeah, a lot of athletes have made the transition over into the acting world and everything.
Or just some of them had really good cameos.
yeah, a lot of cameos.
Yeah, a lot of cameos.
Word up.
Here,
Cameo.
we'll throw an old
Brandon
school,
got it.
I got you.
we'll throw an old school one right off here. This one, shout out to Chad on this one.
word up.
I'm still waiting on the music episode because I'm ready for it. So
Well, you're gonna have to be here for it.
Oh,
You had to be here for that.
I'll be here for it. I promise
I
that.
just got it.
Bubba
I missed
Smith.
that.
Hey,
Dude, you stole that right off my screen, man.
Officer Hightower, dude.
Yeah,
Obviously,
shout out to
Police
Chad.
Academy fan.
He was
I
a
was wondering which
defensive
one of y'all were
tackle
gonna
back
get
in the
that.
day. For
Bubba Smith, man, Hightower was one of the greatest characters. Police Academy is one of the coolest movies ever. But I put down, and this is exactly what it says. It says Bubba Smith, Police Academy, Married with Children. I don't know if y'all remember that
Yes.
I was
episode.
fixing to say it. Where he lines down in front
Yes,
of Al, and there's
yes.
a standoff between him and Al because they're high school football rivals.
Yes.
And he's like, isn't he like a security guard or
He
something?
was, yes.
Yeah.
He broke in and stole the trophy and
That's what it
everybody.
was.
Al got hired as a security guard, and that's what
Yeah.
it was.
Which
They met.
Al Bundy really was doing the. I mean, he was doing the O.J. Simpson before O.J. Minus the murdering somebody, which he didn't do. Sorry,
Yeah.
I forgot. He got.
Oh, man.
but we had to say that had to be the ultimate one to throw out
I
there
just
for
wondered
Chad.
which one was going to say it. That's why I didn't write on my list. I knew it's going to be a little battle royal for which one was going to talk about Bubba
Who wanted to go
Smith.
first?
I mean, obviously, Police Academy. I love that series. Well, the first four, and the only ones that are good are the first two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he was in the he was in the first five. I don't know if he was in the
What was
last
it,
two of them.
the Blue Oyster?
The blue oyster. They walk into the bar not knowing what kind of bar it was. But yeah, there's
Oh, man.
Bubba Smith was great. Wasn't he in that? He was in that movie Wildcats too, wasn't he?
Probably. Yeah.
Was-
Yes,
No.
he
Yeah.
was. He was.
I don't,
With,
know, if I don't know if I said that right.
Yeah. With what's her name?
Goldie Hawn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
It sure is.
Yeah. O.J. Simpson. Another one. You said him earlier. O.J.
Okay.
Simpson.
The Naked Gun movies are
yeah.
like, I still to this day, I'll
Absolutely.
watch them every time they're
Some
on.
of the funniest films
Yes.
ever. The
Yes.
the Naked Gun movies.
Yes.
And OJ is as funny in that as Leslie Nielsen is.
Oh, absolutely.
He's great in it.
Absolutely. I love those movies. I was watching 33 and a third the other day, and just great movie. Great movie. OJ's character in there is just set up to fail every single time he does anything. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
So you got some more on your list over there?
I'm going to
some
throw out the greatest heel turn ever
Okay.
from an athlete in a movie. King Griffey Jr.'s heel turn in Little Big League.
Just by being
The ultimate heel.
That's what I'm talking
The ultimate heel.
Dude, he's just the ultimate just by being a good ass baseball player.
Yeah, dude. I have said that since the baseball
The
episode.
greatest heel turn of all
Dude,
time.
he is the ultimate. He's a villain.
Yes,
I said it.
yes,
He's a villain in
Yes.
a Little Big League.
I love it. I love it. Yeah.
Good call right
We all
there.
know we all know how much I love Little Big League and Billy Haywood for president.
Oh, man.
Y'all started off with Bubba Smith. There was two other Smiths that made great cameos in a great football movie that had the greatest football player of all time, the annexation of Puerto Rico.
Oh,
and
man.
his inspirations were by Emmett Smith and Bruce Smith and Little John.
Oh,
Yes.
yes.
Get your game face on. Those in the antacids in there.
shout out to Bruce Smith for being one of the most slept on
Yeah.
defensive
dude.
linemen in the history of the
Yeah.
NFL.
He always wore high top cleats. Like that's what they
Smith,
like,
him
white
and John-
high top cleats.
Yeah.
Him and
Dude,
John
you could
Randall.
not block him.
John Randall.
John
Yeah.
Randall was
John
another
Randall
one.
was
Shout out
another
to
one.
Shout out
Hotheads
Dana
Heyman
Stubblefield,
for-
too, while
Hot-
we're at
Hotheads Heyman is my favorite receiver of all time, dude.
He did the Super
That
Bowl-
dude's clutch, man. He catches everything, man.
Dude, little-
You don't get more in the moment than John Randall being in Little Giants because he was so popular for like a year and a half.
Yeah,
Years.
yeah.
Perfect
And
timing.
Because like
Such a great
anybody
movie.
else would other than us that like was around back then. Well, I don't even know who John Randall.
I knew who
is.
he was.
Because we talked about
Yeah.
Little Giants 2
Yeah,
episodes
exactly.
ago. It was in the
Yeah.
94. It
Yeah.
was in that great year of 94.
That's a really
Another-
good movie.
Yes, it really
Along with
is.
one
Yep.
of your favorite. Again, we talked about it. Blank Check.
You
was in
damn right.
94.
Yes.
That was one of the that's one of those movies like as Brody in this child stage, like you have to watch that movie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to watch
Yeah.
that. It's
Yeah.
just-
He's got to watch that. He's got to watch Rookie of the Year. He's
Yes.
got to watch Little
Oh, he
Big
loved
League.
Rookie of the Year.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to watch
Sandlot,
that.
obviously.
That was his
man.
go-to.
Sandlot's
Sandlot
my-
movie.
Dude,
Sandlot 94 as well.
93.
93.
90
We need to. Yep.
That I'm telling you, 93 is Jordan had that idea. He threw 93 out there, and there's some heavy. 93 may be just as good as 94
Oh wow.
with the movies that were
I already
released.
know something off the top of my head that came out in 93, so let's do it.
Let's do it, man.
You got a list, Chance? You
Yeah.
got somebody?
Yeah, we talked about 95 basketball players at the beginning of this episode, and they're all probably in this movie, Space Jam.
Yes, another
go.
good Muggsy Bogues,
Sean
Jordan.
Bradley.
Yeah, yes, that was the
Sean
one
Bradley
I
was
thinking
in there, wasn't
Yeah.
he? Forgot
That was
about
the one
him.
guy I was talking
Yeah.
about with the 76ers. And I
Yeah,
couldn't
yeah,
think of
Sean
Manute
Bradley.
Bol.
Yeah.
Yep.
Grandma
about
Ma,
George
Larry
Murison.
Johnson.
He was in the movie too.
My Giant.
Yeah. Yes.
Billy Crystal.
Yeah.
George Murison, dude. Remember?
I had that on my list.
Triple threat match. Who wins? Triple threat match. Who wins? Manute Bol, George Murison, or Sean Bradley?
I got my money on George.
I'm
Murison.
taking Big Country out of the stands on that one.
Big Country's gonna look this big.
Yeah.
He's gonna look like Little Country.
George Murison.
I think I'd had to go with Manute Bol on that one.
I should think George Murison was elegante. Did anybody else think that?
I
I did too.
Great
Always.
calls
I really
right
did.
there.
I really
until,
did.
until later,
Yeah.
whenever we watched documentaries and it showed that the Elegante played for the Hawks
Exactly.
for a short time.
That's what kind of threw me off. I
Yeah.
thought, yeah.
What
George
was his
Mur-
stat? Anybody know what his stats were? in
Terrible.
Zeros.
Same
George
stats as,
Murison was terrifying.
No, I'm
Yo, he was terrifying.
he
at the
looked like a
beginning.
carnival actor.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
he was 11 foot
I mean, he was
tall.
kind of treated that way. In
Well, there's
the
some-
giant movie. Though.
There's some
Yeah.
7-foot basketball player that's in the new Alien Romulus movie. Like he
Oh
plays some.
no! The tallest guy in the world is about to be at Florida this year. He's a freshman. He's 7'9".
Okay,
He's gonna be a
may-
freshman at Florida
that
this
may be
year.
the kid.
He was
Yeah.
sinking threes in the video I saw.
Yeah,
But knees and
Unbelievable.
elbows.
I mean, the thing is, he's actually going to be pretty good. Yeah, I'm just,
Wimbiana's liable to be, if he stays healthy, that could be one of the
He's
most
special.
dominant
He's
NBA players.
special.
How's he built? Like pause. How's he built?
Knees
He's
and
got to be
elbows.
built like.
he's
like,
he's growing into his body. Like, because I seen like some earlier YouTube videos when he was like a freshman and sophomore, and I thought it was like an AI video. I thought it was fake for real, but he's starting to come into his body though.
So he's got some weight on him. Like
Yeah,
he's not
it's
just tall
no,
and
not
slender.
anymore.
Yeah.
It's
How can you
yeah.
guard him?
I don't
All you
know.
gotta do is he just.
I would just worry about like his
Yeah.
getting hurt constantly.
Yeah.
you know
It
what I
probably
mean?
gonna happen, but I wish the kid the best though.
Yeah,
Except for
definitely.
when they play Kentucky.
I know
Yeah.
we've spoke about this 100 times, but this is 101.
Go ahead.
We're in athletes and movies.
Yeah. Talk about it.
Terry Funk, Over the Top.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Boom. Perfect.
Heck yeah.
Perfect.
Mr. Cutler wants a word with you. Right after that, wham! Through the glass she goes, says Sly Stallone.
He took that bump with like a champ.
My name's Terry Funk, and I was in a movie.
Hey, we'll talk Roadhouse out there
He
too.
was also in Roadhouse.
He was in Roadhouse.
Yeah.
And my favorite food is Texas Roadhouse.
Dude,
I love that
Texas
cinnamon
Ro-
butter. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me right
Texas, I'll say this online. Is this where this is going,
now.
I guess? Texas Roadhouse is my favorite restaurant that's not, you know what I'm
That's a
talking
chain?
about.
Yes.
Yeah.
Whatever they call
Favorite
it, fast
chain?
casual, is that what they call it now?
Chain
A
restaurant.
chain.
Chain restaurant.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fast
It
cat.
used to be Red Lobster. The pandemic hit, and they forgot how to be good. I don't know what happened.
They forgot how to
Texas
be good.
Road. All day. I'll take Texas Roadhouse up against some fancy steakhouses.
I
in
hear
this
that a
town.
lot.
Dog, I just ate at Shoney's today in Clarksville, and it brought back. You talk about nostalgia.
Oh,
Did you get
Joe
the
was
breakfast?
like-
Did you
What?
get the
In
breakfast
Clarksville.
bar?
You actually did.
I was
you
like,
did that.
Yeah, I was.
Shoney's
That's where we went. We went to
buffet, dude.
Shoney's, and then
Okay.
we went to play glow in the dark golf.
Oh yeah,
putt-putt,
the D&D golf place.
right around the
Yeah,
corner.
We go over there sometime.
I was like,
Now, was it like a one of those new remodels?
No, it was
not.
Shoney's.
No, it's
It
still
was
like
Shoney's, dog.
it's old school
Right there.
Shoney's. Wilma Rudolph.
All
Yeah.
we were missing, all we
In
were missing was
Clarksville.
Shoney Bear. That's all we were missing.
Bro.
Exit 4.
I want that. I was
Diabetes.
just talking about this the other night. How bad I want that breakfast buffet.
Yes.
So bad.
Go
Dog.
to Clarksville.
I'm
Them
going.
little chicken bites they had made you want to slap kick everyone. in
Dude,
your-
where they had the nacho cheese on the buffet,
Yes,
where you can put the
yes,
cheese
yes.
on the fucking eggs, bro. Come on, man, talk to me.
Yep.
We're talking.
The
You need to
passion in this Sony's buffet over here.
But going back to Texas Roadhouse, though, Texas Roadhouse, the steaks, Chef's Kiss, those
The rolls.
the rolls.
you sounded kind of fancy pants over here,
He
man.
did, dude. He's,
Those-
he's selling out.
Yeah,
That
man.
cinnamon butter, that cinnamon butter, I will kick some people. I will kick some
cinnamon
old
butter,
ladies
boy, that's
out
where
of the
it's
way
at.
for some cinnamon
Everybody
butter.
says it's about Texas Roadhouse. Everybody
Oh,
says
no,
this.
dude.
No, I've never had it.
What?
So we got
We
You
gotta
never had
make-
Texas
dude,
Roadhouse?
road trip.
Y'all know
gotta
I'm
be-
kind of anti-chain. Y'all know I'm like
No, okay, well,
big
then-
local.
That's gotta
dude,
be a
so-
vlog.
do this.
Oh, dude, we're going.
I don't
Y'all
eat
need-
chain restaurants though.
Well, you need to go to Torino's and eat a steak. That's
Yeah.
the best steak that's ever
Torino's?
been
I
made.
think
Yeah.
I think
Absolutely.
I like
Depot. I
Depot.
think Depot's
Depot's
better
giving
than-
it a
than
run for its
Torino.
money.
love
Shout out
Depot.
Depot because they
Yeah.
always hook us up when we go in there. Shout out Depot. We
So-
love you.
Not Home Depot.
No,
So Torino's, it's essentially Charlie's Steakhouse from Clarksville,
yeah.
and Charlie's burned down.
Yeah, burned down.
So
yeah.
they took that menu
Oh, I did
and
not
then
know
mixed
that.
it with
Yeah.
Torino's Italian
Oh,
ingredients.
nice. Okay, I will do that then.
They also
Charlie's
own
had a
Tilted Kilt
reputation, man.
also. They
When I was
also
growing
own
up, man,
Tilted
you go by Charlie's, and it was like literally like a line wrapped around the building
Bro.
every single time I drove past it as a kid growing
There's
up.
a porterhouse that it would. I mean, 3 of us would have to eat.
I
And
bet you I could eat it.
I'm sure, dude. It's,
bet you I
it's
could.
the best steak there is.
I'm gonna go there then, man.
You know
For
it's
sure.
you know it's good and you know it's expensive when it doesn't give you a price on the steak
Uh-huh,
or the
market
lobster.
price.
It says
Yeah.
market value. Like,
Yeah,
what does that
yeah.
mean?
Dude,
Yeah.
I think we
Yeah.
spoke about it once before, but for Mel's birthday, we took her to Harper's.
Oh, yeah.
Downtown,
Yeah.
right?
Downtown prices
Yeah.
on
So her son had just came back from Florida, and his palate is very similar to mine. We're in chances. We're very, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, he found out he liked crab legs, right?
Oh, nice.
So the woman comes
Shout
out
out
and is
Jameis
telling
Winston.
us appetizers, right?
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh, we've got this," and we're like, "Yeah, we'll take that." She's like, "We've also got crab legs," and Jace was like, "Yeah, I'll take some." We get the bill later. Market price crab legs, $175 for the crab.
Oh yeah.
And it was they were already pre-cracked.
Oh
and,
yeah.
Yeah.
Were they the
But we
king
didn't
crab?
know-
Were they the
Huh?
big? daddy
Oh,
crab?
dude.
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
the king crab.
But I was like, could have told us that, lady. 'Cause she's like, appetizer. This is $20. This little crab bite cake things. And then she was mentioning that and just kind of slid it in there.
Yeah,
Pause.
where they get you is market value.
We didn't know it was market. If it was
Yeah.
market,
Yeah.
we're gonna mark it off. We don't want it. 'Cause I don't know if y'all do it, but we always do the game at the end. Like, how much do you think it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do the guessing game, right? Whoever wins wins nothing.
They should
You can pay for it.
I
Yeah,
had
yeah.
a steak at a steakhouse downtown. I said, I want the big ribeye on the menu, and it said market value. I said, yeah, just give me that one. I didn't pay attention. It was
No,
priced by pound. Yeah. I got the bill later, and Melissa's exact words is, "You're a fucking dumbass."
I just prepped for him, man. We went to one recently at Kane Prime downtown. Oh, it was
What?
expensive.
Okay,
It was
have you been to
good.
Bourbon?
Not yet.
I'll probably get. Well, not many people from Nashville are watching this. Kane Prime, in my opinion, overrated.
That's fair. That's fair.
Bourbon Steakhouse
hear.
is on top of the
That's
Hilton.
fair. I know exactly where it's
You
at.
talk
okay.
about your palate though. Let's see.
Yeah,
My son
check out Bourbon.
will order
It's on
a
my list,
salad
yeah.
with just lettuce and cucumbers.
Hey.
He's gonna get a steak
That's
anytime
about-
he goes anywhere.
that's
That's what
about
he's gonna get.
What I would eat.
Ain't
Minus
no
the
I
cucumbers.
won't get a salad.
Yeah.
So Brody's already beat me.
Yeah.
This guy's chicken tenders everywhere we go, man.
Yeah.
I'm better now, but like,
Are you better
He's
now?
better.
Okay.
He's better. He's advanced.
tenders everywhere.
bruh, I graduated
He
about
did eat
7
sushi.
years ago. I
Yeah.
went from just chicken tenders
For
and
me
cheese
and
sticks
Jordan,
to-
I think it was me and Jordan that was ragging him so hard because we went to eat.
I didn't
somewhere.
eat steak till like 2017.
Yeah,
I was like,
me
wow.
and Jordan
I'll
were
just
on
eat
his
chicken.
ass for so long. And then
Okay.
and he gets it medium rare.
All right, guys. The only way I'll go to a chain restaurant if we all go, I'll go to
Let's
Texas
go.
Roadhouse, but
Let's
we all have to
go.
do it.
Let's go.
We'll
Let's
have
go.
to do it.
Vlog.
I'll put us on the wait
Both of
list,
Mel-
and maybe
both of
next
Mel's
week we
kids
can
were
get in there.
They do?
That's
Yeah.
the great thing
Oh,
about.
we've got to go.
Dude, the great
do
thing
it.
about Texas Roadhouse, like you can check in online, like
Yeah.
we can
Oh,
check
yeah.
in right now, and by the time we get out there, our table will be ready.
That's our
for us.
go-to. Every gymnastics
Or
meet
next
we go
week.
to, we all meet at
Texas
Texas Roadhouse,
Okay.
dude.
Dude,
Telling
it's
you.
so fire, dude.
All right.
I'm gonna throw an athlete out there.
Yeah,
Go.
we're doing a podcast. I forgot. Fuck.
I'm gonna throw an athlete. I'm gonna throw an athlete in the movie out here. I guarantee he's not on anybody's list. It might be, but it might not be. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in
Yep.
Airplane.
Airplane.
We
Yep.
talk about parody
Yep.
movies. Airplane is
Airplane.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
Facts. Also,
Number
facts.
2 on my list.
Also,
He's good.
he not only did an outstanding job in Airplane, he also doubled back about 10 to 12 years later and jumped on that slam dunk Ernest train.
Yes.
Yes. Yep.
Now, one of the I am a promoter of Jim Varney. I
Yes.
love him,
But that movie's.
but he only had 4 that were worth watching.
Which
Yes.
ones?
Goes to jail, goes to camp,
Yep.
scared stupid,
Yep.
saves Christmas.
That's it.
Yep,
You're
that's
right.
it.
You're
That's
right.
After
it.
that, he didn't have no mainstream push, and he started doing these weird ones. He went to Africa. He went to the army. He slam dunked, and then he went and rides again.
And
It was
then,
a whole bunch
and
of
then he
stuff.
passed away, and he's reincarnated as John Cena.
Absolutely.
He did a lot of coke in
And-
that time too.
And I'm hoping in the afterlife up in heaven, he's getting to reunite with my papa, because my papa used to work at Ace Hardware, right? Sweetest man on earth. BJ can vouch. Brandon.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
He used to work there. Jim Varney is from that area.
Yep.
Yeah.
My papa sees him and
Yep.
is like, "That's Ernest."
Yep.
And he loves the Ernest movies. He goes up and talks to him, and he's just the biggest asshole in the world.
Oh no.
He said
yeah.
he wasn't that friendly to me, Chad.
Aw.
He wasn't like in the movies, and I immediately went on where's this motherfucker at?
Oh.
Why'd you be? He had a coke problem. R.I.P. to Jim
Yeah.
Varney, though. You know what I'm saying?
Local legend.
You can't be mad. You can't.
Definitely that.
no.
Local
Kareem
legend.
Abdul-Jabbar. That's what we were talking about.
Airplane.
We got a podcast going.
Airplane is a classic.
Oh yeah, it's a
I
full
love
comedy
it. Love
classic, yeah.
Airplane.
Again, similar to Naked Gun.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
the
parody
same
movies,
yeah.
slapstick, like, comedy.
I want to say it was probably dubbed by the same writers and all that stuff.
I don't know. It's one of my favorite movies. I love that. I mean, just the comedy in there. Leslie Nielsen was in Airplane. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. So maybe by the same writers. I don't know, but yeah, love that. One of my favorite movies.
I'll throw another one out there for y'all. Mike Tyson.
Yep.
In The Hangover.
Absolutely.
But one of the little known movies that he's in, I'm a big martial arts movie fan, and he is in the movie called Ip Man 3.
Yeah.
And he has a fight scene with Donnie Yen.
Yeah.
And it
Never heard
is
of this.
fucking incredible. 'cause
Really?
Donnie Yen is a badass martial artist, and then you got Mike Tyson that's just a flat out brawler. And the way they choreograph that fight scene, it's just
It Man 3.
IP.
Ip
Ip
Man.
Man.
Like, dude,
Ip
you talk about
Man.
martial arts
I've never
movies.
heard
Like
of this.
Ip Man is.
Donnie Yen is one.
Sweet.
The first 3 movies are incredible. The first 2
I want
are
to see this.
great
Brandon,
films.
I'll give you my voodoo. I
Please
got
do.
all, I got,
Yeah.
yeah.
All
It's
right.
like 1,200 movies on
Yeah,
there. You can-
sweet.
Ip
I'll
Man
give
3
you
is great. I love the whole. There's four movies that I count that Donnie Yen is in, but it's about the legend of the man that pretty much taught Bruce Lee
Yeah.
everything.
Oh, nice.
And everything
Yeah.
in China.
I got that whole collection on voodoo.
Yeah,
All
they're
of
great
those.
movies.
I thought Ricky the Dragon Steamboat taught him.
No,
He did.
no.
He
It's
did.
Ip
The
Man.
more you,
definitely
the more
did.
you learn, I swear, man, y'all educate
You do,
me.
man.
Oh, man.
But Tyson was always also in Rocky Balboa as well.
Yep.
Yeah, he
Awesome.
was.
Yeah,
You're right.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you got to throw Mike Tyson in there.
Shout out. Chance, what you looking at over there? What you got?
Lawrence Taylor and Any Given Sunday.
Dude.
That's one of my favorite
That
football
That-
movies
just
of all
In
time.
general, that movie in general
Yep.
has a huge athlete.
He was
What a
in The
great
Water
movie,
Boy
man.
too.
Shout out to
I'm
Boogeyman's
pretty
in
sure
there.
he was in Home Improvement too.
There's
Maybe.
probably a good chance he was.
Yeah,
on there.
there was a bunch of athletes on that one.
He was in WrestleMania 11.
Boogeyman was in Any Given Sunday also.
Yeah, Jim Brown was in. He was one of the coaches.
I love that. That's one of my favorite football movies of all time.
Also,
Can you count
Lawrence Taylor? There's I always reference a podcast every episode I listen to. There's
Go
one
ahead.
called All the Smoke with Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson.
Oh,
And he was Lawrence Taylor was on there this week.
Dude, I bet
His
that-
storytelling, because he was in North Carolina at the same time Michael Jordan was, and they talk about the
Oh.
pickup games they used to play and
Holy
stuff.
cow.
Good listen, y'all should go check it
Okay.
out. Yeah, great podcast.
Now,
by
would
the
you
way, so.
consider Andrew Benarski an athlete? Because he was a wrestler, correct?
It's an athlete.
Before he went into acting.
I didn't put any wrestlers on my list.
Oh, I did.
I mean, I figured it would cross.
Was Benarski a wrestler? Do you know?
I remember.
Okay, maybe I was totally wrong on that one.
He's a bad son of a bitch though in program and knows the Leatherface.
Yeah, he's a bad motherfucker. His
Program's
Leatherface.
another great football movie.
It's the great. It's my favorite football movie. Program.
Program.
Yeah.
I think Any Given
93
Sunday
had
would
one-
be mine, but
93
yeah,
Oh,
Program.
93. I think Heavyweights was 93. too.
93 had one of the greatest football movies ever made too in it. Rudy.
Rudy. Yeah, definitely.
Brandon, thoughts on Rudy?
I like Rudy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. Yeah, it's
Even
good.
though it's a false story.
Yeah,
But it's just
Yeah.
dude, the music. The,
It's-
music in that movie.
Yeah.
Is fucking
The
because
score. Yeah.
yeah.
I like
Chef's
it.
Kiss.
I like
Yeah.
it. That's
Chef's
where
kiss.
yeah, you're
Pizza
such
la
a cool guy when you
resistance.
do that. Cool guy right here.
I'll switch lanes here. I know we're
Go
talking
ahead.
about movies, but I'm going to talk about TV shows.
All right.
Pros versus Joes.
Oh man!
Anybody who thought they could go toe to toe with a professional athlete was immediately humbled.
Man, that was good.
in most cases.
Yeah, that was
Great.
good stuff,
Forgot all
man.
about that.
Pros versus Joes.
especially the football ones. I mean,
Yeah.
what was it?
Hosted it.
Simeon Rice.
Bo Jackson.
Simeon.
Simeon Rice. I ain't heard
What
that name
a
in
deep
long
dive that was.
He was good though.
Yeah, he was a solid defensive
Pros
end.
versus
Solid.
Joes.
For the Cardinals?
At Tampa Bay.
Okay.
I remember more for
both
the
wrong.
for Tampa Bay, but
He won that Super Bowl.
yeah.
But I-
Mostly correct, but
you look at Google it.
Google it.
I'll throw another one off of here. One of your favorite movies too, Ray Allen, and He Got Game.
He got game. I love
Jesus
that movie.
Shuttlesworth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my favorite Spike Lee movie.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
It's
that's my favorite
So
one.
good.
Yeah, it's a good
Denzel
one.
did great in that movie. That's
The
just,
GOAT.
I think that may be. Oh fuck! I think that may be my favorite Denzel movie, bro.
Yeah, it's a good
Top 3 for sure.
yeah.
Training Day's up there, obviously.
yeah.
Love,
We did a whole
and
episode
I
on-
love John Q. I think
it's
John
that's
Q
a
is
sleeper one. That's
John
one that
Q's
slept on
fantastic,
with
man.
him.
yeah, and I'm so glad we did a Denzel episode
Yeah.
early
He's
because
the GOAT,
that was when we did this podcast. It's one of the first things we said we
It
wanted
should have
to do.
been.
Yeah.
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 I
Oh,
remember
did-
that.
He's my
Denzel-
favorite actor of all time.
He's in my
He's
top
my favorite.
three.
He's my
in
favorite
my top
actor.
3 actors of all time.
It
Yeah,
used
I
to be
mean,
he used to be him, De Niro, and Pacino, and then like the last 10 years of their
Yeah,
careers, they've kind of just not really done anything much except for
griping about shit.
well that and the one Scorsese movie.
The Irishman.
Yeah, that's a long movie.
I
Yeah,
love
it's a month
Long
long.
movie.
Yeah,
But
it's a journey.
what I love about Denzel
month
is
long.
Denzel never settled. He
No.
never took money
No.
projects like De Niro did do that.
Yeah, oh,
So
yeah.
did Pacino.
Yeah, for sure.
Denzel's like, nah, bro, I'm good. We're just gonna keep.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
I
his
mean, my
equalizer's
three-
still fire.
I mean, I love your 3. My 3 would be more so. I would replace De Niro with Leo.
He's
yeah.
in my top
yeah.
3.
Yeah,
too.
because
Thank you.
just because of like The Departed and Shutter
Yes.
Island,
His
and
range.
movies like
Yes.
that.
That's
Wolf
my
of Wall
leading
Street.
question.
Wolf of Wall Street.
Yeah.
Yes,
Wolf- him
but
and
Al
Wolf of Wall
Pacino's like my favorite
Catch Me If
actor.
You Can,
Denzel's my
man.
favorite.
He's
Catch
great
Me If You
dude,
Can.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that's a slept on Scorsese. I believe that's a Scorsese
Dude,
flick, too.
what's
That's a
Eaton
great
Gil-
movie.
what's Eaton Gilbert great?
What's
man?
Eaton Gilbert?
Oh,
Dude,
Yeah.
he is so good.
Yeah.
man.
And I watched
DiCaprio.
The Quick and the Dead last night
That's
too.
a
Like
great-
that's great movie.
Man,
Sharon Stone,
he
Yeah.
is so good.
Leo DiCaprio. Yeah, but I would put Leo DiCaprio in my top 3 instead of De Niro, and I love De Niro.
Yeah.
Casino and just all the mob
It's
movies.
definitely Denzel and Leo for me, probably 1 and 2. And
yeah.
oh man, I go back and forth with 3 and 4 because I really love Will Smith and I love Tom Hanks.
Oh, without a doubt.
Like those are
Tom-
like
yeah,
I kind of
yeah, yeah.
rotate them
Yeah.
out from my 3 and
hard to-
4.
I would say Hanks would probably be in the top 5,
Yeah,
definitely.
for
'cause,
sure.
I mean, Forrest Gump alone, just that.
Yeah.
Just turning around in the cul-de-sac here on the Simeon Rice situation. Me and Tony were both right. He played for the Tampa Bay Bucks and the
the
Well,
Arizona
he did.
Cardinals.
I knew he played for both.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
I named him and I was like, I don't
Yeah.
feel confident in that answer. And he didn't
I knew that. I knew it was correct. I knew y'all
I was
correct.
confident. I was
That's
confident
so
in
used to
mine.
being wrong.
Yeah, this is very true.
By the way, before we move on, let's take a look at Chance's shirt and give it a round of applause, guys.
Make it a blockbuster.
Oh, nice.
Make
Chance
it a
is always
blockbuster
coming.
night,
Chance
dude.
is always coming in with the fire wardrobe.
Clutch,
Hey.
man.
Shout out to
He
him.
picks his wardrobe.
Shout
right
out to
episode.
my designer.
I literally wear a
Is that
black
your wife?
T-shirt and bring a different hat
I
every
can't,
episode.
I can't
That's
give
what I
up my
do.
sources.
I always wear dark colors so it never looks like I'm wearing the same shirt.
Hell yeah. Who's next, man? Oh, we got Vader. Vader was in what Boy Meets World.
Oh yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Vader was.
That's an athlete if I've ever seen one. It's the Mastodon deck.
The Mastodon.
Didn't he play for Colorado?
I think so.
Football?
yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I'll throw one out here. One of the greatest announcers of all time, but he did play baseball for a stretch. But he was announcer. He was announcer in real life and an announcer in 2 of the greatest baseball movies ever
Absolutely.
made, and that's Bob motherfucking Euchre, baby.
Drunk Bob
Baseball.
Euchre.
It's the
Drunk
baseball.
Bob Euchre.
Dude,
Yeah.
great. And
Is he a WWE Hall of Famer?
Yeah.
In the celebrity
yeah,
wing?
He is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Celebrity wing.
He was all over
Celebrity wing,
WrestleMania
whatever
4,
they-
man.
He
Yep.
got choked by Andre the
but I believe he's still announcing for the Brewers and everything.
Is he?
Yeah.
I want to be a Brewers fan just for that.
Yeah.
One of the best stadiums ever.
Oh, dude.
Oh,
it's
the
beautiful.
Brewer Stadium
Yeah, I
is
haven't been to it,
awesome.
but
Man,
it's
oh, it's
gorgeous.
sharp, dude. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, dude, speaking of Hogan, you got Andre the Giant.
Yeah,
Dude.
the
Anybody
Princess-
want a peanut?
Princess
Bride.
Diaries.
Come on,
man.
give it to us.
I said Princess Diaries.
Also a fireman.
Hey,
I'm supposed to be
girl
such a
dad,
tough guy.
girl dad,
Girl Well, speaking of girl dads, let's talk about Dwayne the Rock Johnson,
Oh yeah,
Tooth Fairy. Tooth Fairy.
Oh man,
I'm not
He
a
was
fan.
a collegiate athlete.
he was man.
Well, I mean, you could throw
National-
wrestlers as athletes.
True,
into
yeah,
this,
absolutely. Don't want to
too.
disrespect those guys at all because I
Uh-oh.
mean they are athletic. Absolutely.
Here's a little known fact that I didn't know about a major actor right now that was an athlete, and that's Jason Statham. Was
yes.
What,
He
he
was-
play rugby?
no, he was on the British national diving team.
Are you serious?
Okay.
Dead serious.
That's a stretch.
No, this
but
is
I
true.
mean,
It's
no, I
true.
get it.
Yeah.
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 No, that was salute. Look, I'm not an athlete.
I can't swim hardly, so I mean.
I didn't
one of
know
the
that.
best,
That's a
one of the
fun
best
fact.
action stars nowadays.
No
I
doubt.
was thinking you were going to say like he played professional like soccer or football or something, but you went a different route, and
Yeah.
that's fine.
Any of Brazilian
But,
jiu-jitsu
hey,
like black belt or something?
Yeah, he's a bad motherfucker. I mean, he's a bad
Definitely
motherfucker.
BMF. I mean, we already know that. He's a BMF.
Yeah, but he was a diver prior to that,
No
and that one
way.
stuck out to me.
Would have never thought
Cue the
that.
diving pig. Here.
Head first.
Jesse Ventura and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yes,
Predator,
dude. Yeah.
man. One
Oh,
of my
man.
all-time favorite movies, man.
Dude, so great. Carl Weathers as well.
Yeah,
in
Carl
that one.
Weathers
He
is
was
in
a DB for the
Yep.
Oakland Raiders for a couple
He
years.
sure was.
He was Apollo Creed.
Oh
I
yeah.
mean, he was.
He was
greatest.
fucking Chubb.
Yeah, in Happy
From
Gilmore.
Happy Gilmore. I can't wait for Happy Gilmore too.
I'm looking
I
forward
know
to
that's
it.
gonna be great.
I'm
That's
looking
gonna be
forward to it.
Have
great.
y'all seen Beetlejuice yet?
I have not.
I've heard
seen
good
no.
stuff about it though.
I've
I've
seen-
heard,
Okay, none of us have seen it.
I'm watching
yeah.
In a Violent
I've
Nature
heard good
tonight.
about it.
It's on
though.
Shudder.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you have Shudder?
oh yeah.
Okay.
I get hesitant
It's
about
on-
movies that take so long to do a sequel. Like Coming to America 2, like
yeah.
really disappointed
Yeah.
me.
I couldn't do it.
They say
Really
they knocked it out the
disappointed
park
me.
with Beetlejuice. though.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
what I've heard
yeah.
too. So.
Yeah.
And then I think Happy Gilmore 2 is going to be a
I think
banger
so.
too.
I think
Yes.
it'll be good.
Sandler's on a run, like right now. Like,
Sandler is one of my. I mean, he's
He's one
my
of my
favorite
favorites,
comedic
too.
actor.
He's
Really,
definitely-
I mean, as far as quality, I love Will Ferrell, but he stopped putting out funny movies.
Yeah.
okay, speaking of Adam Sandler, one of his more underrated movies. Damn, help me out here.
Longest Yard?
No,
Oh.
not that one. The
That
one
wasn't underrated.
Kevin Garnett's in it.
Oh, Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems.
Yeah, that's another one. Yeah,
Uncut Gems.
Uncut-
I mean, very
stress.
underrated movie.
An hour and 45
It
minutes
is a
of
panic
stress.
attack
Yes.
with a nice little it takes you into a different lane with the booty.
Yes.
With
Yeah.
what's her name?
Yes.
She's showing her ass a lot in that
Yes.
movie.
She's got a-
and I'm not mad about it.
Because it is nice and,
Yeah. And then
very
she got with
nicely shot.
Kanye, and we all know it. She fell off the deep end.
Yeah.
It seemed like, but
yeah, that is
great
a stress.
movie. And then that Kevin Garnett was in that. for
Very,
sure.
yeah, because
He
I
should
mean,
do
the
more
whole plot of
movies.
the
He
movie is
should do
based
more
about
movies.
his championship ring. Just
Yeah.
super underrated movie. I did not expect that when I watched that movie. I was like, this isn't like a comedy. This
Yeah.
is legit. To me, this is the number 23 movie for Jim Carrey for Adam Sandler.
If you like that one, you also need to watch a movie. It's called Good Time.
Okay.
Remember that movie with
Oh, yeah.
Pattinson?
Yep,
It's
Robert
it's
Pattinson.
by the same writers
Same
and
guy.
directors.
Uh-huh.
It's two brothers.
Dude from Twilight, also the dude that played the newest Batman.
Robert
Okay.
Pattinson.
Yeah,
Pattinson,
yeah.
It is
He's
a
good.
it's
Great
a
movie.
Good Time is a stress. It's just like Uncut
Check that
Gems.
out. Robert
Yeah.
Pattinson's a dope ass.
He is great.
I'm
He is.
all-
I was
yeah.
hesitant about him being Batman because
Dude.
that's my guy, my
Yeah.
superhero's Batman,
Who's your favorite Batman?
Michael Keaton,
Man.
Yeah.
without a doubt. But Robert Pattinson did
Dude,
a great
Robert
job.
Pattinson,
Did
man,
a great
I'm
job.
all about this. The Penguin starts next Thursday.
That'll be good. That's gonna be
That
good.
show's gonna be badass with Colin Farrell.
Yeah.
It starts
wh-
next week.
next Thursday,
Nice.
baby.
Well, here's another one. We spoke about this a few episodes ago with the movie, but let's talk about Shaquille O'Neal. He's been in all kinds of movies.
Kazam.
Fire,
Not to be
Fire.
confused with Sinbad in Shazam.
which did happen.
Thank
It
you.
happened.
Sure.
You can flush all the evidence off the internet that you
Flush
want.
out the evidence.
Flush it all out the look. That was that, and also it was Berenstein, EIN.
Yeah.
Damn it! I was brother bear
Berenstein-
from
Berenstein
Berenstain Bears,
Bears.
and my sister was a pound puppy.
We've been reading these books weekly at the
Yeah.
house now. So literally, no,
And
for
I-
real.
we- I had
My
to
daughter's into it. She checks
Dude,
them out the
they're so
library. I've been
good,
buying them
dude.
off Amazon.
That's awesome.
We've
The
been
one where they
reading,
get in the fight is because there's some drama.
Yeah,
It's a banger, dude. Go back and look at it. It's got a
this
good.
is all fresh on my mind right now. We've been doing it in my house.
Hey, that was the first thing I started collecting as a kid was Berenstain. That's what
Girl,
started
dad to
my
a first
collection.
grade. Everybody,
and then it moved
call me
into
what you want.
Goosebumps.
Shout out to Berenstain Bears
Mm-hmm.
because like when Brody was born, our neighbors that lived next to us they brought us a gift over. They took care of the dogs while we were in the hospital with Brody. But they brought him a book over, and it was the Berenstain Bears and the Good Neighbor. That was the first book he ever got. That was the first one he ever got.
That's what's up.
They didn't really miss.
I'm here for it.
There's one when they went
They
shopping.
didn't
They went to the grocery store. I remember
I'm here
that
for
one
it.
was one that had you on your heels as well. 'Cause you started wondering what are they going to do? I think there was one where they ate junk food or maybe
Yeah,
What are they
there's
gonna?
junk food.
What are
Yeah.
we gonna do?
Yeah.
the
There's a
book
junk
that they
food.
brought you. Was it one from back in the day?
Yeah, it was OG.
Was it an AIN or was it an EIN?
I couldn't tell you that.
Nobody can tell. That's the thing. That's what's so weird about this fucking conundrum. Look it up, dude. I swear it was EIN, bro.
Word of the day.
And then I have
conundrum.
the picture. I have a picture of me and my sister in Halloween like, when I was a Berenstain Bear.
Yeah.
With
and
the
it's
plastic
me in the
mask?
yes,
Plastic
In the
mask
trash.
man.
Yeah.
That you're gonna
And
post
the-
in this clip, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
For sure. And if you look at the picture, it doesn't have the spelling where you can read it. In the
Oh, of course not.
Okay. Okay.
I'm like, I know for a fact that I'm right about this.
Do you have the OG books at your house?
I don't know if they're OG or not. 'Cause I've been ordering them off Amazon.
No,
no.
they're just the new.
Oh,
Well,
so-
but she rents them when she
They've
rents
been
them
tampered
or
with.
checks them out from the library at school. They look a little older.
you need to
though.
double check. You
Dude,
need to
it's
check.
a,
You need
it's
to
a
Okay.
fact check
thing,
that.
I will.
We could do an episode on the Mandela effect. Like,
Oh yeah.
there's the
that'd
whole
be a good
thing
one.
about the Monopoly man having a or was it
The
called a
monocle? Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then they said
Yeah.
he didn't. It's one of the other.
The
There's a-
Peanut, Mr. Peanut
Mr.
had the
Peanut
monocle.
Yeah.
had the
Yeah.
cane
Yeah.
or something.
There's a bunch of them out there.
Bro, it'll make you.
I was gonna call it
it'll make your head
onomatopoeia.
explode.
Yeah,
But going back to what you were saying about Sinbad,
Yep.
apparently that movie never happened. It was never
Man,
a
I
thing
know-
where
I
he was a
remember
genius.
It was though.
Yeah,
We
Yeah.
all saying we all know it was.
And then you got to
Absolutely.
take.
Look it up.
Then you put check.
It's fake. It didn't exist. Nobody. You'll see VHSs on eBay, and everybody says that they're fake. It's like, bro.
That was a
okay.
movie. That was a movie.
That was a
Yeah.
movie.
But shout out to Shaquille O'Neal.
What about Steel? I mean, Steel was a
Yeah, that's
blockbuster.
one of my favorite.
Blue
that's-
Chips,
that's-
God dang
that's
it.
some of my
Shaq,
best-
Blue Chips.
Chips.
Blue Chips is my favorite
I appreciate
basketball
y'all. I
movie.
appreciate y'all.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
tons of athletes.
I'm a
in that.
biological
Oh, yeah.
father, Shaquille O'Neal, baby.
Yeah. We discussed it last on the '94 episode. How many athletes were in that movie?
Yeah.
Bro, shout out to Shaquille O'Neal. I found out the other day he messaged Jamwayne on Instagram and said, "I love your music."
That's
Oh.
awesome.
That's
And,
cool.
they thought it was fake at
He's
first.
in Nashville literally almost every weekend.
Yeah, and
He's here all
salutes
the
to him
time.
because he showed mad love to Broadnax because he's from Louisiana
Yeah.
too, and he brought Broadnax to like a show he was DJing.
He's been hanging out with the hot 2 girl for some reason. I swear.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know. I swear, dude. There's pictures of them like all over the place.
She
man.
probably comes up to his waist too.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I ain't, it's all
Shout out to her.
I'ma
She's
leave
ma-
it.
she's on a podcast
I'm
run
gonna
right
now.
leave
Yeah,
it
dude.
at that. But just
Let her
Ride
get
that
it.
wave.
Put that
Ride-
what you want to do with
yeah.
it.
Ride that wave.
Yeah.
Fun fact: Brody asked me the other day what Hawk Tua meant.
Oh no! Oh no!
I said it popped up on his tablet. I said, Bubba, I don't really know how to explain this to you in an appropriate way. I was like, we'll have this conversation one day, but just not right now.
I would have said
Now's
hot.
not the
You said what Haku, man?
I would have.
I'll tell you who Haku is.
I said, hopefully one day you're lucky enough to really find out what Hawk Tua is.
What a great
Now
answer.
he's curious, like he really wants to know what Hawk Tua means.
Uncle Brandon would give him a lesson.
Yeah.
Well, we got to throw one of the movies out there that has one of the most athletes in it of all time, and I said it a second ago, The Longest Yard.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you had Michael Irvin, Goldberg, Stone Cold was in it, Bob Sapp, Terry Crews,
Nash.
Yep.
Michael
Bob
Irvin.
Sapp, man, for real,
Yeah.
bad boy, man.
Bill Romanowski was
Yeah.
in that movie.
Yeah.
Burt
Kevin
Reynolds.
Nash,
Burt Reynolds.
Yeah.
I mean, like, it just
Yep.
Brian Bosworth.
that's
was
got
in
to
it.
be one of the greatest remakes of all time.
Oh yeah.
One of the greatest remakes. Got to be.
Was there any celebrities in the original?
I can't remember. I can't
Longest
recall.
Yard
the
was it was Burt Reynolds' original, but I don't know.
Yeah,
if anybody
I didn't
else-
know if there was any else.
athletes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I don't know
don't.
if
I don't
anybody else was
remember.
in it.
Yeah.
Speaking of Brian Bosworth, have you ever seen the movie Stone
Yes,
Cold with
that's a
him? in it?
terrible movie.
I
Absolute
love it.
ter-
It's a
Terrible.
terrible
So bad it's
movie.
good. So bad it's good.
So bad it's a good movie.
Yeah.
I love
Just
it.
one of those
With Lance
early
Henderson.
'90s action
Yes.
cheese fest.
So he's a cop that gets into a motorcycle gang, and it's just
Yeah.
so great.
Yeah,
So
I love
great.
the '90s movies like Beverly Hills Cop and all of those Last Boy Scout, all of those
Oh,
movies,
man.
those action
Speaking
movies.
of Terry Crews, he was also in a movie starring the Wayans brothers
White
called
Chicks.
White Chicks that was heavily inspired by Iggy Azalea because she looks just like her.
She does. You're right.
Exactly, just like that.
That comedy's underrated.
Very
Yeah.
underrated.
Dude, all the Marlins, all the Wayne stuff,
Yeah.
like that was a great with Sterling Sharp with Marlon on there was a
Yeah, it was
great
great.
episode. It's crazy how much the Wayans they pay.
Keenan Ivory, man.
Man,
So
They
speaking
were
of
ahead of their
Terry,
time.
speaking of Terry Crews, there was a show that came out in 1999 called Battle Dome.
Oh yeah,
He was
Yeah.
he was on Battle. His name was T Money on
yeah.
Battle Dome.
He sure was.
Yep.
Yeah.
Team Money.
And then he made an appearance on WCW Nitro.
Yeah,
For 3 episodes as T Money.
yeah. I remember.
I remember that Battle
Yeah.
Dome. I forgot. I was like, what
Yeah.
was the name of that show? Battle Dome.
wow.
T Money sounds like somebody you would have had on one of your CDs
What I'm
back in
talking
2000.
about.
He did.
Yeah.
He did have a guy named.
Oh, I
yeah.
know. That's why I
Yeah.
did that.
Oh, I
Shout
thought
out-
I was thinking about did he? And I was like, yeah, he did.
Shout out to T Money.
Shout
Shout
out
out
T
T-Money.
Money.
Yeah, shout out T Money.
T/$.
Yeah.
Shout out to athletes in movies, dude.
Well, yeah, well, we got to throw Sloth out there, John Matuzak.
I
back
almost
in-
mentioned that. I didn't realize he was 6'8".
Yeah, he's a
Wait,
big boy.
who? Sloth?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He was an athlete?
Yeah.
John Matuzak from
Hey,
the Raiders.
you
Yeah.
guys, that guy?
Yeah.
Yeah,
No
he was
way.
a defensive lineman for the Raiders.
Yeah. 6'8", 325 or something
did
like
not
that.
know
Yeah.
Yeah, monster of a man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Roger Clemens was in Kingpin for a little. Had a little cameo.
Brett Favre, is this something about Mary?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
another one.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Wow.
Ronda Rousey and Entourage and the
Expendables.
in the Expendables movies.
And,
yeah.
Expendables is a
Randy
dope
Couture
movie.
in Expendables.
and
Expendables is a dope
Furious
movie.
7.
Yeah.
Which I don't think there's anybody that hadn't been in a Fast and Furious movie.
Hey,
And
that's
Roman
true.
Reigns was in one.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, at this point. Yeah.
Oh, you said the original Longest Yard. I found one. Ray Nitschke.
I
was
thought
in-
there might have been at least
was
somebody.
in the
who was in
original
it.
Oh,
Longest
nice.
Yard.
Yeah.
Nice. Nobody's mentioned Ace Ventura. Of course, Dan Marino.
Dan Marino.
Yes.
Yeah.
Dan Marino was in that movie.
Yeah.
There's a football movie I'm thinking about, but I don't know if there was any athlete. Unnecessary Roughness. Was there any football players in
Another
that movie?
Sinbad Jim right
Well,
there.
Sinbad was in there, yeah.
but he was an athlete.
But I can't think of anybody else.
Kathy Ireland was the kicker.
Yeah.
I can't remember who.
I don't recall
I don't
any.
think Michael Irvin was in that.
He wasn't. No.
He won.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
We'll cover some good ground, fellas.
Yeah, another great episode.
Lots
right
of
there.
off subject that I hope y'all enjoy.
That's how we roll, though. Nothing's.
I
ever
love that. That's
scripted.
I'm here
We
for
can't
it.
go off a script.
I'm here
There's no
for it.
way in hell we could go off
No,
a script.
no.
But yeah,
Oh, 100%. Well, yeah.
Okay,
Evander
go ahead.
Holyfield was in Necessary Roughness.
Really?
really okay. I don't.
Yeah,
recall.
so you did have that. Tony Dorsett was in it.
Okay.
Andrew Benarski was in there too.
Yep. Herschel Walker,
Okay.
Jim Kelly, Roger Craig. Oh, they had Dick
Roger
Butkus,
Craig?
Chris Berman,
Oh yeah.
Chris
Wow.
Berman. Back.
Lots
Earl
of-
Campbell.
Okay, I'm gonna have to go back and watch that.
Let's go back and watch that
literally,
now.
Literally
Yeah.
star-studded right there.
Yeah. I'll have to go back and
Star
watch that.
MF and Study.
It's just hard for like you to do a sports movie, like a football movie, especially, and not have athletes in there. That
Yeah.
of some
Yeah.
some
Yeah, for
sort,
sure.
right?
Dude, I'm telling you, one of my favorite football is the Billy Bob Thornton Friday Night Lights.
Oh, without a
dude,
doubt.
dude.
Oh, yeah.
That's getting a 4K coming up. Man.
Yeah, without a doubt.
It's such a
Dope.
good movie.
Y'all
That
cover
music-
we cover football movies.
Mhm. Yeah, we cover football.
Friday
movies.
Night
we haven't done a basketball.
Yeah, we need to hit up a
Basketball movies, yeah.
Do it.
basketball one.
We've done baseball and football. We got to do basketball.
I mean, because we got to talk about like Mike. I mean, we just got to. We got to talk about that.
And then if we go into a diving episode, it'll just be all about Jason Statham.
Apparently so. He was a world class.
He's killing it. He's killing it in AEW right now. Ain't that Cesaro?
Oh man.
Anyway,
Heck yeah,
episode
man.
81, man.
81, dude. Appreciate y'all's support, man. We're closing in on 1,000. If we're not already there, we pre-record these.
Yep.
Shout out to Trouble Spirits. Shout out to Revolution One Media and Chance's shirt. Shout out to all the wrestlers and shout out to the Fab Five, baby.
Yeah, and hey, if you haven't got the blue, gray-headed, I'm about to say the blue-headed goat, the gray-headed goat, but it's because it's blue. If you haven't got the gray-headed goat Volume 2 out yet, what the fuck is wrong with you? Go get that motherfucker, because we out this motherfucker.
Over the top with Chad and Tony, talking about movies and wrestling. Hot mic chance, Georgia team hating on me, Gene. BJ the DJ keeps the party going.